envision another world. A world that seems more real and rigid. I feel I belong here, but I always fall back into this existence. Another world. Envision another world. I envision another world.
explode. Just open your mouth and blow, 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 blow. You wanna blow up, I can wanna blow up, I can help you explode.
At each other for warmth. We had each other for warmth. So I had a dream about us again last night. This time we were standing by the ocean and watching the sunset. Your hair and your dress gently flowed in the wind. It's me. So I had a dream about us again last night. This time we were standing by the ocean and watching the sunset. Your hair and your dress gently flowed in the wind. You looked as beautiful as ever. We sat down and watched the sun slowly disappear beyond the endless horizon. As the glow gradually faded away, we had each other for warmth. With your head on my shoulder and my arm around you, assuring you that you would always be safe with me, we thought about our past and our future together. The kind that I never experienced before you came along.
From the mouth and I just hit him with the basics. Basics, hit him with the basics.
thoughts. I'm lost in the midnight city. Been chasing dreams this place has brought. Looking for something to give me. Give me the answers that I chase. I'm looking for something out there. Is there a reason I'm in this place? I'm up in the air. I'm chasing the stars like I'm dreaming. My heart is facing the scars like I'm dreaming tonight. I'm dancing just the reason I'm in this place. I'm up in the air. I'm chasing the stars like I'm dreaming. My heart is facing the scars like I'm dreaming tonight. I'm dancing just like I'm dreaming tonight. Clouds covering the night like I'm dreaming. I'm chasing the stars like I'm dreaming. My heart is facing the scars like I'm dreaming tonight. I'm dancing just like I'm dreaming tonight. Fog covering the night like I'm dreaming. Like I'm dreaming.
Hello everybody, I'm Markee Dragon, also known as Marcus Eikenberry in real life, and welcome to the show. This is a special edition that is for all of you in European prime time. I know you guys always tell me, hey, what about us? We're up at 3 a.m. watching the damn show. Well, now it's in normal time, so like 8, 9 o'clock at night. So, and I will do that as I can. My schedule does not always allow me to do a show this early, but I will when I can. So, I have some great guests tonight, and I'm really excited about this. I have Bodil, who's making Minecraft maps, and then I also have the Jessa channel, and Jessa, and she will be in the next hour. And so, it is going to be pretty good. Okay, so I would like to introduce to all of you Mr. Bodil. Bodil from Bulgaria, how are you doing?
Hello, I'm fine.
Good, good. So now, Bodil, is that the name that we should call you, or is your name actually like Fred or Henry? So you can get that bandwidth good. And I'll just go on to a topic that I have here. Oh my goodness, I just lost connection on Skype. And hopefully I didn't lose connection on everything else. So, man, now doesn't this suck? It looks like we just lost connection on everything, huh? So, offline. Okay.
I can hear you now.
Oh, you can hear me now. Great. Okay. So it looks like I actually lost the stream as well. Ho hum. Okay, let me check on that real quick here and see once it's come back up. Apparently the internet connections are mine. And so, okay, it is back up. Okay, let's start this over again. Okay, so everybody, I would like to introduce to you Bodil from Bulgaria, and Bodil makes great Minecraft maps. And here, I'm gonna try and get this all going again. I reset the stream. Okay, so yeah, it appears that I've completely lost part of my internet connection again. really lovely. Okay, so it appears that my connection is back, and so let's see here. Oh goodness, it appears that trying to see whether or not the stream has started again. What a bust episode, huh? Okay, YouTube is working. Let me just make sure that Twitch is working. And Twitch does not seem to be working. Try one more time here. Okay. Okay, do we have it? Yay, we got it. Okay, my goodness. That was pretty pathetic. Bodil, go ahead and give me a call back. And so the stream was working fine, but obviously we ran into problems. And I think that the problems are most likely all mine. So, okay, let's see here. And, okay, Bodil, looks like we got you back.
Yep.
Okay, well, hopefully this works out. Third time will be a charm. If not, this really sucks. But we'll see what we can do here. And, okay, so I'm just finishing things up there. Okay. Okay, so third time will be a charm. And we'll try this again. So, okay. I feel like all out of place now because everything just went to hell with that. And so, okay, we'll try this one more time here. And we have a good amount of viewers again. Thank you guys for hanging with us. Apparently I've had troubles. Hopefully my troubles go away. And, you know, I pay a lot for this internet connection. And darn it, I expect it to be good and reliable. So, okay, once again, let me welcome Bodil to the show. Hello, Bodil.
Hello.
Now, Bodil, you're from Bulgaria, is that correct?
Yep.
Okay, and you you have been making some pretty kick-ass Minecraft maps.
Yeah, that's true.
So. So, Bodil, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my real name is Martin. I'm 18. I've been always a gamer, and I really like playing games.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I'm good at graphic design, and I try to learn better English because, as you can tell, mine's not really good.
Well, it's certainly good enough. I understand exactly what you're saying. So, when I start going, huh, and can you say that again? That'll be a different story. So, you're doing pretty good. Okay, so, you know, okay, now everybody knows what Minecraft is. And how did you get attracted to Minecraft? What attracted you to Minecraft?
Well, actually, I didn't want to play it, but a friend of mine was like, dude, you should totally try it, it's a pretty cool game, and he convinced me to do so, and I'm really thankful to him.
Mm-hmm. And so, now, let me just start a couple of videos that I've got here, which are playing right above you on the stream. Now, you're making maps, and these maps are they puzzle maps, are they action maps? What kind of maps is it you're making? Well,
they're more like action-adventure maps, and it's mostly parkour maps.
What kind of maps?
Parkour maps, the ones with the jumps.
Jumps. Okay.
Yeah, jump maps.
And so now, what is it that? Why does somebody want to jump through a map?
Well, people like exploring stuff they didn't create, and I guess that's what makes them want to play a map.
Mm-hmm.
And in my maps, the thing that's different about my maps is that I try to troll the people.
Wow, there went that music. It unmuted itself whenever it went to the next video. I'm going to have to watch for that.
So what I was saying was that whenever you play map, it will start trolling you with some crazy signs and stuff like that. I think. And
I think that, unfortunately, I seem to be having some sort of connectivity problems again.
yeah.
Okay, well, okay, so I think that, you know, I really want to, oh, okay, thanks, Alexandra. Okay, so, I'm just reading the information that's coming through to me, and so I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to reschedule you for the show again. So yeah, this is really unfortunate, and so I think that, you know, I just don't want to say what's going on here. Anyway, okay, so here's the deal. It's that at present I'm having trouble keeping connected to the net, and so it looks like you have it correct in the chat room. And here's what I can say about that, is that if it is the person that that you guys are alluding that it is, that I know where he lives, I know who his parents are, and I can take care of that quite effectively. It's a federal crime. So anyway, keep that in mind. So okay, now we've still got a connection here with with Twitch, and it seems to be pretty good. My Skype is definitely having some problems, and so I can't tell whether or not it is 100% my connection, or whether or not it is, you know, maybe something on Bodil's end. And so for Bodil, I apologize, but I think we're going to have to try again on that, but not today. And we will do that another day. So anyway, let's just go on to another subject here. We've got Jessa, who is going to be joining us on the program as well. And Jessa, if you are watching right now and you want to call in, I can take your call and put you on mute while you're calling in, and I can set that up. But I do have a subject that I want to talk about, and this one's a little bit different than our normal thing, but I want to talk about firing people. And so I'll take this opportunity while there's some problems here to talk about that right after I let the cat out of the office. She's meowing at the door. What can I do? Okay, let's go. There you go. Okay. So, she is out of the office now. Okay, and Jessa, so go ahead and give me a call in whenever you're ready, and I'll answer. But I'm gonna talk about this other subject here, and then we can pick up if you're on the show, if you're online. So, okay, so I got a really interesting question from someone who's in the video game industry, and they are a manager in the video game industry, and they, or at least they're a project manager or something like that. I'm not 100% sure of their position, but they came to me and said, "Hey, Markee, I know you've had employees before. How do I fire someone?" And so I asked one really simple question, because it really makes a difference, and that is, are you letting them go because of budget cuts, or are you letting them go because they're not doing their job? And because it makes a difference between the two. And so the difference is that if you are letting someone go because of budget cuts, then it's really pretty easy. I mean, yeah, you know, especially if you make friends with the people and everything, it can be difficult. But the fact is that everybody understands when it is a matter of having to let someone go because the money is running out. And when the money runs out, that is it's very understandable. So, but when it's a matter of fact that the people are not doing a good job, it's a whole different story. And here's my philosophy on that: is that I have in the past had people on staff that really needed to step it up, that were not doing a good enough job. They just weren't doing what was needed and wanted for the company and weren't pulling their weight. And no matter how much I liked them, a change needed to be made. Either they needed to shape up or they needed to ship out. And I remember at one point we let one of our people go because he was raiding so much in World of Warcraft and was staying up really late all the time, and was having trouble getting to work on time. And you know, if somebody is late to work or something like that, I don't give them too much crap. But if they're consistently late, then it's a bigger deal. But every once in a while, all of us encounter traffic that was unexpected, or you know, get a flat tire on the way to work, or you're riding the train or the bus and there's some problem with it. That happens to all of us. But this guy was pretty consistently late, and so I ended up doing having to let him go, even though I really, really liked the guy, and I felt really bad because he was married to someone who is not a U.S. citizen, and part of the contract for her to become a citizen was that he had to keep steady employment and everything. And in this marketplace, in this economy, it was very difficult to find another job. And so he was very worried about that. Now, that was a very personal concern of his, and a very valid one. Well, the fact is, though, is that he wasn't pulling his weight, and by not being there on time and everything. And so there's another way of looking at this, and there's a really great book that is From Good to Great. And it talks about how to take a company from just a good company into something of greatness. You know, I've talked about like the War Z has a potential for greatness. If they can get their shit together, man, God, that could be just a great, great game. But the fact is that that when you are not pulling your weight at work, you need to be let go. And so the way to do that is really to just be blunt. And there are some things about that too, which is that if you are going to let someone go, if they have a lot of sensitive access to things, you need to cut that access while they're on their way into work. Or you cut their access while they're out to lunch or whatever, and as soon as they leave for lunch, you cut the access, and then when they come back, you talk to them and let them go. It can be very nerve-wracking for yourself personally to let someone go, especially if you like them. But the fact is, this is business, and the business is a living entity in itself. And if the business is not doing okay, then it has to be fixed. And so you have to do it. And it is okay to tell the people what they are not doing correctly. And it's not okay to, though, to get really emotional about it and stuff. And they may be very emotional, but you got to remain steady. So, anyway, that is my advice to you. I hope that you can use that in your actions that you need to take here in a couple of days. And so, if you are wanting to call the show, you can do that now, and I'll take some calls while I'm waiting to get in touch with Jessa, and because I'm gonna ask her to call in. Ask her to call in early, and well, here's Bodil. Bodil, I actually think that I want to wait because I don't know if the problems are with you or not, and we're going to have you on the show again. So. Anyway, if anyone else would like to try calling in, please do. And then we shall continue on with the show. You know, I got to say here that something that I tried recently, which was the mailbag episodes. I've had a couple of them here lately, and it's turned out to be a pretty good thing. You know, it gives a good pulse on what's on everybody's minds right here at the moment and everything, and I have enjoyed that. So, lines are open. Give me a call right now. Okay, so just got a note from Jessa. She says she'll be here in just a moment, so that'll be good. Okay, and then we'll find out if it's me that's having the problem or just something in between Bodil and I, or Bodil. It's hard to say. So, and the stream seems to be doing okay now. I was having a lot of hiccups and such, and but it seems to be pretty good. Okay, so okay. Well, while I'm waiting for Jessa, I'm going to take this other call here. And hello, Brian. You're on the air.
Hello, Marcus.
How are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
So, Brian, what's on your mind today?
On my mind, I think we discussed about it already. The firing thing of the two employees.
Well, I didn't want to give anything away. I don't want your team watching and then wondering who's going to get the axe.
Yeah, but it's a really hard decision, I must say. It's a really hard thing to do that in my age, you know. Mm-hmm. And even you mentioned it already that yeah, they are friends. It's a bit harder to kick them out of the company. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And so I don't think that we should discuss at all what their shortfalls are in public. But just for yourself, what is your concern about you know, letting them go?
I really disagree that option that my boss was deciding, and yeah, I mean, normally I wouldn't hire people with a 6-month contract and then I fire them 2 months. After 2 months, it's not a big deal, I think, and not a good deal at all. Mm-hmm.
Well, and of course, since you have a boss above you and you're not like the owner of the company, it's not your decision. If they tell you to do that, you know, you may object and you know, fight a bit on their behalf. But if they state their case and they say they want them gone, then you got to do it. The good thing about this kind of situation, though, is that especially if you're friendly with them, it is not you making the decision. It is you just being the bearer of bad news.
Okay.
And so that that lightens the stress between you and them. They're still going to be pissed, no doubt, and they may be mad at you for being the bearer of the news, but they won't take it as personal from you.
Okay. Hopefully.
Hopefully, yes. Well,
hopefully.
I've had some people. We let them go. It worked out well, and others not. And so in some cases, I always try and be very calm. I keep my tone even the whole way. Even if they start escalating their voice or whatever, I will keep my tone the same the entire way. And that'll bring them back up if they're like crying or something like that, or bring them back down if they're angry by just staying at the same tone. So, so some of them, just walk out the door. You need to escort them to back to their desk, and they're very offended that you're there watching over them as they pick up their stuff to go. But that is part of the process. It's not, when someone's leaving. Here's the issue, is that they can do a lot of destruction on their way out. And so if they do destruction on their way out, then you need to mitigate that. That can't happen. And
I understand.
Yeah, and so you stick with them, walk them out the door. One time we had one guy who we fired for... We let him go with let's see here. Let's see, add to conference call. Okay, I just added Jessa in. Jessa, go ahead and mute your mic for a moment. And Brian, so we let the person go, and we let him go for drug use. And so he was he was smoking pot right before he'd come into work, and he did good job, but we had to let him go because we didn't allow that. And so but he stormed back in to the office after we escorted him out. About 5 minutes later, he just stormed in, and I saw him coming in on security cameras, and he went straight through all the offices. And if I remember right, he knocked over a plant or something like that, and he went all the way back into the break room, and you could hear him slamming stuff around in there. And I'm like, holy shit, and I'm running out there and stuff, and walk in there, and the cupboards are all open. There's some stuff on the floor, and he's holding a coffee mug. He says, "I forgot my coffee cup."
Okay, okay.
And then he walked out. But we were like going, "Oh, holy cow! Did he come back in with guns, or what's going on?" So it was kind of humorous. So okay. So Brian, I hope that answers your question.
Yeah.
And thank you very much for your call.
No problem.
And take care.
Take care.
Okay. Bye. Okay. Hello, Jessa. Got to unmute your mic. Are we going to do?
Hello.
Are we going to do camera or no?
Yes.
Okay.
I've decided to take the plunge.
Okay. So I got to before we. I got to set this up because I was
last minute because I'm just mean like that.
Yeah. Okay. No problem. So I have got to cut to another screen here so that I can set it up. And it'll take me just a minute here. I gotta let Brian's call drop off so that yours squares away properly.
I love your room.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
Great.
Yeah. Okay, so oh, look at that. I had it already set up. How about that? Okay, so let me go ahead and we're going to go AFK for just a second here, and I shall be right back. Okay, so Jessa, welcome to the show. Hello, do you hear me? Jessa, can you hear me? Oh my, more technical issues. So, Jessa, can you hear me? Oh, frozen out. And looks like we'll try and get her back, but yeah, it looks like it may be that I have got more connectivity issues here going on, and so man, I tell you that that this is frustrating, to say the least, because not having a good internet connection is really hard on the show. And so I'm not dropping frames or anything, so you know what, it may be actually that it's Skype that's having the issue, and or at least at this point. I know that last week there was a lot of gremlins on the internet, we'll call them, and World of Warcraft last weekend was having troubles with some of their servers. The War Z, we gave up after 4 times of you know, trying to get you know, work done on the server and everything, and so it turned out that there was something major going on the internet that was affecting certain pathways and stuff, and we were getting a lot of you know, issues with that. So okay. Yeah, and you know what we'll do is we'll figure out a different way to do this, and so I think that let's see here. We'll give her another try and see what we can do here. It's really unfortunate how this is working out. And yeah, you know, you guys are saying about somebody doing a DDoS attack, and you know, the certain people just really that's not necessarily easy to do. And I have to say that I've got a monster connection here because I've got 65 megabit up and 150 megabit down, and so it takes quite a bit of work to take down a connection like that. And you know, by no means am I like challenging anybody to try or whatnot. I'm just saying that, like, when I had websites before where we had 100 megabit connections, that we had issues of people, you know, trying to take the sites down and everything, and it they were mildly successful, more of an irritant, which is what this is. This is more of an irritation, and not necessarily, you know, it's not necessarily taking us completely down. And so yeah, so if any of you guys in Jessa looks like she's resetting her connection here, and hopefully she'll be back in a minute, and we shall try again with her. I think she's going to be just fabulous to talk to. She does role-playing Let's Plays, and they're very, very creative. So, okay. So, I can try and take another call if someone would like to be a guinea pig and see whether or not we can actually get a Skype call to work out okay. So, oh my. Speaking of DDoS. Okay. Hello, Waldy. You're on the air.
Greetings.
How are you? Let's see here.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Take out that one screen region. So, Waldy, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Finland.
Finland. Okay.
Finland.
And okay, and I'm gonna add Jessa to the call here, but oh wait, shoot. I can't do this with video if I do that. Oops, did I just put him on hold? Oh, Waldy, I apologize. It looks like I accidentally just dropped the call with you. And so, Waldy, we're going to have to try again later. I've got my guest back here on the show. I can see her. I can hear her typing.
Good, you can hear me.
Yes.
My internet just stopped dead.
Yes, well, I seem to have had that problem as well. So the gremlins are on both sides of the United States.
Yes, they are really getting us today.
So, okay, so let's try this again. We're like the eighth time or something like that. And so, everyone, I would like to introduce to you Jessa.
Hello.
Jessa is a YouTuber, and her picture just froze up again. It's a great smile, but I really hope we didn't just lose connection again. Oh my goodness. So, yeah, it looks like we've lost connection, and so this just really sucks. Okay, so yeah, okay. Folks, I apologize, but this is just not working out too well today, and so I am, well, okay, I'll try one more time. Here she is. I'll try one more time.
This is very, very painful.
Yes, yes. So this is not normally how my shows proceed.
No, I'm sure they don't.
So... You know,
the Skype just crashed. I was sitting there, as you can see, and then it just crashed.
Oh, so Skype crashed on your end. Okay.
Yes, Skype crashed.
It
was not my internet.
I have that problem from time to time as well. So, okay.
Let's hope that third time is a charm. If it is, I hope so, you guys.
Oh my God. Thank you, everyone, for bearing with us. This has just been a show that's a comedy of errors that hasn't been very funny. You should get a refund.
I would like my money back.
Yes.
I want my money back. I want all the money. I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so let's try this again. We're starting over right now. So here's the clapper. Okay. So
I need the, movie things, those things, you know, that says "end scene."
I have one. It's just not here in my office right now. So maybe next time I'll bring it. Okay, so everyone, I would like to introduce to you Jessa, who is a YouTuber, and now you, Jessa, tell us a little bit about yourself. Introduce yourself to everyone.
Hi, I'm Jessa. I own the YouTube channel, the Jessa channel, and I do Let's Plays. But I do them with a role-play focus, story focus. I have a character named Mala in Skyrim that I'm playing, and I'm also playing The Sims 2. I'm also a big proponent of mods, so I have modded the hell out of both my games. So
cool, so you're a nerd, too.
I am a nerd. There's a Reddit called Black Girl Gamers that just started, and I hopped on that like white on rice, so to speak.
Yeah.
And yeah, girl gaming all the way, and nerd gaming all the way. So yeah, represent.
Yeah. So I'm going to play some videos in the background here that everybody on the channel will be able to see. And so now you have done a lot in Skyrim.
Yes.
And now here is what caught my attention. And what caught my attention first was not that you're a woman on the internet, which is very rare. If you were in World of Warcraft, would you be a purple item? Did you ever play World of Warcraft?
I just said I'm a nerd, and I'm about to say something else. That's going to get me in a whole bunch of trouble in the chat room, but I've never played World of Warcraft.
Well, that's okay.
I call it World of War crack.
Oh,
and
yes.
I've never played it.
Yes.
Because I like having a life. I want to keep my life.
So what interests me about your channel was that it was, when I started watching it, which, by the way, there's a link in the description, so you'll all be able to, after the segment, to go and check out her channel.
I'm going to ask my husband, who's right over here, to type it in.
Yeah, on chat. That would be fine. That would be fine.
Yeah, put it on the chat. And I'm just going to quickly lean over. I know you guys can see me leaning over and show him how. Because I'm the geek in the family. When the computer breaks, one time I fixed his computer, and when I fixed it, which just involved vacuuming it out to get it to restart, it was a very old computer, he actually got on his knees and held me around and said thank you. So, yeah.
So what intrigued me about your stuff is the role playing. And it is that how you were telling a story within the game story as it already was. And so...
yeah, role-playing. So first of all, in the chat room, how many of you guys are role-players? If you're a role-player, from the standpoint that you do live-action role-playing, or you do tabletop gaming, or you role-play in Skyrim, who's coming up here with this in the chat room? So, they're making very suggestive comments in the chat.
Oh yes, well, our mods can help with that if they get too rude.
They're not being rude. I think somebody
they're being funny.
I think somebody just propositioned me.
Oh yes, well, anyway,
role playing. So I basically role play where Skyrim is a game where you can be in first person or third person. One of the unique things about that game. When I am in first person, I am actually playing as my character Mala. So I talk as her, I act as her. She, I do what I basically do what she's telling me in my mind that she wants to do. When I am in third person, I am me. And this is the unique thing about this role play, is that I can both be the character and be myself. And how I work it out is that I am Mala's guardian angel. So a lot of role play is great. I mean, there's some great role players. I want to give a shout out to a couple. One is Zemalf, 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 and another one is my husband is distracting me. Another one is Voices from the Dark. And these are two really good role players on YouTube. But I am doing it slightly differently in that they're both the character the whole time that they're recording. They're the character. But when I wanted to also be able to interact with my audience, and I wanted the audience to be able to interact with both me and Mala. So they will leave messages on my comments for Mala. They will say things like, tell Mala that I wanted to give her a Christmas present, or, hey Mala, how long is it going to be before you earn some money to get that caravan you're looking for? And they'll also talk to me as well. So I've never seen anyone else doing that on YouTube. As far as I know, I'm the only one role-playing in that way. So, and it also, I highly recommend it. If you guys who are role players in Skyrim haven't tried it out, I highly recommend it because it has made the game much more entertaining. And the most I think the most amazing thing that has come out of it is how Mala and I have a relationship. Like, she will call me annoying when I'm talking in her ear. I have helped her when she is stuck in the game. I have helped her by being able to use a guardian angel talent, and I have helped her overcome her obstacles by being able to the guardian angel talent was actually an idea from my audience that I could separate from Mala using a console code in Skyrim and look around the area to see where her enemies are, and then come back to her and then tell her where her enemies are and where she needs to go or hide or whatnot. Mala also has a unique accent as well too.
Oh, so you speak differently.
I speak differently.
So can I ask Mala a question?
Yes. Hold on. Let me see. I've never done it in this way where Mala is. I have to over the show too. Mala. Yes, I am here. What do you wish to ask me?
So Mala, are you a mage or a caster in the game?
Well, my guardian angel, when I first started, wanted me to be a thief. Can you believe that? I mean,
oh my!
I don't know, because she is crazy. Maybe, perhaps. And she wanted me to steal things and join this thing called the Thieves Guild in some place called Riften. You know, I don't know. Anyway, but I found that I enjoy magic because I can take my hands like so, and the fire, I think of the fire, and the fire appears. Now, I am in the Guardian Angel's world, which means that I am very limited here, so I cannot do it. But that just proves that Skyrim is better than your world. So there.
Thank you. So now let me, Jessa. Have you had any theater background or anything like that?
I have a theater major, but I don't think, I didn't want to, if you asked me this question, I wondered what I was going to answer, because I don't want people to think, oh, well, that's how she can do it. She can Let's Play because she has a theater background. She used to do radio. So that means that I couldn't possibly do it. And I didn't want that, everybody to go, throw up their hands and go, oh, well, in that case. Mm-hmm. But if you have an imagination and you're willing to sit in your room and talk out loud to yourself in both your voice and occasionally have a woman come into your head and say, I don't know what you're talking about. That is completely ridiculous. And I did not plan Mala's voice before I started recording. I worked on my channel for 6 weeks before I started. But the one thing I didn't do, and I wanted it to be completely natural, is that I just let Mala come out. As I was recording, and in fact, I had an idea. My husband, who I'm going to blame for this, had an idea that I should do a, I'm actually going to say this on your talk, that I should do a booby cam, like instead of a face cam.
Oh, goodness.
That I should point the camera at my boobs, so that every time I laughed at something that happened in Skyrim, you just get like this, and that would be it. It would just be like a small square of my boobs. And that I should call Letitia Lashaniqua Marie. And and that she would be like this woman who got transported into Skyrim, and to give him credit, from the Bronx, and she would be like, what the hell is this place? I can't believe this shit. What is this? You better have my face telling you, because I will go up on your ass, giant or no.
Oh my, that character is intimidating. I think your mic cuts out when you get really loud.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Or maybe it's just cutting out anytime it wants to.
I have asked my husband to help me get a microphone ASAP. This one I have is not the best, but I needed to start with something. And I've never done a live call before, so you got to bear with us. It's been a crazy show so far.
Yeah. So, well, I'm enjoying it so far. You're very entertaining.
Thank you.
Which is what attracted me to your channel. And so, you know, booty cam or no.
Booty. booby cam or booty cam?
Well, either one.
I'm just not going to... I have limits. All limits possible.
Okay, so...
I want the chat room. Who votes for the booby cam?
Oh my goodness. This show is going downhill. Don't even vote, guys.
You thought you were going to give me trouble. You were like, I don't know about them.
Yeah,
but
I'm the one who's in trouble here. Yeah. No, we're not going to indulge the guys. So, anyway, okay. So with the yeah. So like Mala, her accent, where does that come from? What region is she from?
I don't. She's an epic elf, and when I say that, people think I mean she's a really cool elf, which she thinks she is. But she's a epic elf is a mod on Nexus. It's a mod called the Epic Elves, and it added a race to Skyrim, and that's the race I use. Okay. And so look it up on Nexus, you guys. Epic Elf race. And I just like the way they looked. But it has worked out perfectly because Mala has turned out to be an extremely conceited little elf. She's tiny, too. She also goes around with Vilya. In the chat room, how many of you guys have heard of Vilya, the Vilya mod? Because it's the highest rated mod on Nexus. So I'm sure some of you guys have heard about it. Hey, I see somebody. Anyway, yeah, so she has adding in... I don't think that Let's Play would have been nearly as interesting without someone for Mala to work off of besides me. Skyrim can be a very lonely game, and it's hard to Let's Play it because it's a lot of you just walking around, you know, engaging with things and exploring things, but it's just one character. So adding the Vilya character in allowed Mala to... very comedic and entertaining and whatnot. So I think I may have gotten off your original question, but yeah, that's entertaining is by giving Mala plenty to work off of in the world.
Do you, you know, with these different characters, I just envision like this multiple personality argument going on or something like that.
Argued. We have argued and fought, you know, on camera. So yeah, well, she'll her way, and I will let her do it her way, unless I think there's something that she's going to do that's going to kill herself. The way that I handle death is that when Mala dies, which she's died 3 times, I think twice or 3 times, with at Orphan Rock, fighting a hag raven, which was a great series of episodes, about 3 episodes it took for her to take that hag raven down, during which we had to climb up a rock, and we got stuck in a tree. Actually got stuck in a tree. It takes talent to be that stupid in Skyrim. You have to try. And somehow I'm such a bad, and I'm not a good Skyrim player. I'm just now learning how to be able to react quickly. So Mala being a new character in Skyrim and me being not that great at the game has worked out. But yeah, we do get into arguments and discussions about things, and that adds to the interest as well too.
Yeah. You know, it just it's almost like I wish I had the guts to do something like that. I think you have to be pretty self-confident to role play. Or maybe you have such low confidence that it's your only escape.
You asked me a little bit in the beginning, and I forgot to mention my background to how I got into this, because I didn't just jump from being a theater person to doing this. My background is in live streaming. I've been doing what you are doing, though I do a video show. The game that I have been playing the most is The Sims 2, which is the other game that I have on my Let's Play channel. I'm doing 2 long plays, meaning I'll be playing Skyrim and The Sims 2 for the next year or more, depending, just until Mala's story runs out and until The Sims 2 story does its whole turn. And then I'll also add an adventure game on to that as well to mix it up. And I'll be starting an adventure game playthrough of a game called The Last Express, which is a game set in 1919 on the Orient Express. And I love trains, so I'm looking forward to doing that game on the channel. But and I forgot the here. This is what you guys see. This is what you have to look forward to when you turn 40. Like no whatsoever. But yeah, I was talking about live simming, and I got into the YouTube channel because I had started doing live simming on in the Sims 2 community. Basically, a live stream where you play your Sims 2. And a bunch of other simmers come, and they join you, and they have a great time. And there might even be, if there are some of the sims from the live channel or some of the simmers that have supported me, say so in the chat room. Anyway, I got into it. So you asked me if it takes confidence. To be honest, I feel that it takes, for me, when I first started live streaming, I was hooked. Right away, I said to my husband, I have got to find a way to do this for a living, to find a way to be able to play games, talk to people, interact with the people right there, and tell a story at the same time. Sign me up where that starts. So I have been self-employed for 10 years, and I've been looking for something new to do. And when I came into a place in my life where I needed to make a change, I decided, I thought about it, and I said, well, what's the one thing that I have done this year, last year, 2012, that was the most enjoyable thing I've done? Well, besides getting married to my husband, which was really enjoyable, but I can't make a living from doing that, I realized that live simming. And so I said, well, there's Let's Plays. And I had watched some Let's Plays, so I was familiar with it. And so I thought about how I was going to execute it, and I put it in place. So it doesn't take it takes guts. And I think there's a difference between guts and self-confidence. Guts is basically saying, I'm going to do this, and I don't know if I can curse on your show, but I'm going to do this, and fuck it. Just fuck it. If people like it, great. If my husband is my only fan, great. But I have developed more self-confidence from doing it because I had no idea how Mala's story was going to take off. I did not know how that was going to work at all. And though I do miss her, I'm really glad that I didn't do Letitia. Letitia would have been a trip, but I'm thinking no.
Save her for a different game?
I'll figure out when I do like a Mass Effect pay, and I'll do like Letitia Shepard. Letitia La Shaniqua Marie Shepard. What do you guys like that? I'm used to, I actually should do this so I can see the chat room a little bit better now, because my husband's on the side. It's because but yeah, La Shaniqua Marie Shepard.
So now let me ask a crazy question here. But how would you feel about taking some calls?
And I hope that one of them will be from Gameplay Jenny, who is in the chat room. Hi,
okay.
Jenny.
Your mic is there. You go. Your mic is cutting out. When you get really loud, your mic cuts out.
My voice level, it's this. This is old. It's like that, and I have duct taped it. This is, you guys. This is called poverty.
I think we need to start a petition to get you a new microphone and a new pocket for it.
Down raw to keep it from shaking around.
Oh goodness. So I almost hesitate taking some calls, but at the same time, it could be fun.
You hesitate because you What are you worried about, Marcus?
Well, because of the people we keep banning in the chat.
You know what I said to you last night? What were my words, Marcus?
Oh, let's do it. Okay, so we're going to take some calls.
Bring it on. Bring it on. Come on.
Okay, so Jessa, what I want to do is I'm going to wrap up this segment right here, and then we'll go to a different segment for taking the calls. So I'm really happy that you've joined us here with this, and so we will have a few more segments. For those of you watching on YouTube, the best of, we'll break this out into a few segments, and go visit the Jessa channel, which is a link in the description, and you can go check her out. You can subscribe there. And so if you like role-playing stuff, and I think she's very talented, very, very talented. So, okay, let's see here. Now I'm going to switch up things a little bit. I want to ask you to go into your Skype, yes, and go into Tools, and then Options, and then Audio.
Change something here?
Yes, to make sure that it is not automatically adjusting the microphone volume.
I had it up to automatically adjust. How is that?
Uncheck automatically adjust and put it up about 3/4 or maybe even all the way.
Okay, I have unadjusted it, and I have it up about just below top.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
So that may help with some of the cutting out.
I apologize for that, Marcus.
So, okay, I am going to now remove a couple of things here, and we're going to get a different, I'm going to put in a different view here so that we can take some calls, and some of them may be on video. We shall see. So,
Marcus, somebody asked if I live streamed, and I wanted to mention that, yes, I do live stream, and the channel is livestream.com/the Jessa channel.
Okay.
Oh, I got a very nasty racist comment in there.
Mods, please take care of that. Ban the person.
They did. They banned it the second it came up. I got it before it came. And I want to say thank you to the mods who are doing a great job. Thank you.
Yeah, so we knew some of that would happen, and it's not okay though, not at all.
It's actually not nearly as bad as I had feared.
So, okay, so I've changed the view now, and so we can see a little bit differently on here. What I'll do is, oh, Gameplay Jenna, please call again. I see that you were calling. Please call again.
Gameplay Jenny! Oh, that's so great!
So,
by the way, you guys, Gameplay Jenny is another female Let's Player on YouTube. YouTube.com, Gameplay Jenny.
okay, let me add her to the call here.
I hope she's on, on webcam. Gameplay Jenny, if I can do webcam, you can do webcam.
I'm going to fix the view here. I shouldn't be appearing
I
there
don't have one, I'm afraid. You're just going to have my logo.
Okay, hold on just a second, guys. Let me redo the screen here.
Jenny, this is the coolest thing ever.
Okay, so
here we go with the comments about the voice.
Okay, so Gameplay Jenny, welcome to the show. We've got
Hello,
Jessa on here, and Jenny, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, I started doing some Let's Plays last year after I'd had an operation. I really needed something to cheer me up. And I was like Jessa, I thought, hey, I'll just have a go and see whether I can do this. And lo and behold, 3,000 subscribers later, it would appear everybody else thinks that I can as well. So thanks, guys.
Yeah, that's really awesome.
Just for her voice, because both mentioned her voice, and she got 1,000 people from that right off.
So, Jenny, now you do have a very good quality voice for radio and Let's Plays and everything. Do you have you ever worked in an industry where you've used your voice?
That's really kind of you, Marcus. Thank you. Actually, I used to be a teacher, so I suppose in that sense, yes. But I've always been told that I have what's known in Britain as a Radio 4 voice. Radio 4 is our kind of quite serious news radio channel over here, and everybody's always said, when you grow up, you're going to be on Radio 4. And I've ended up on YouTube instead.
Yeah.
Disappointing.
Yeah. Well, I could totally see that. I could see you saying, well, so-and-so got shot, so-and-so got run over, and by the way, the Queen is turning 90, or whatever.
There's a lot of shooting and running over in my stuff, yeah, for sure. Setting things on fire.
Yeah. So, Jenny, what kind of games do you play?
Oh, all sorts of things. I started off with Oblivion just because it was the easiest game to record, but I have moved into other Bethesda RPGs, but I also do things like The Sims. SimCity 4 is my current series, and those are always really popular, and I don't know why. I think people just like to see me destroy things.
Well, Minecraft is very popular, and maybe for the same reason, because it's very creative and unexpected things can happen.
Yeah, I think you're right, and I think unexpected things tend to happen to me in Fallout and those sorts of games as well. And if they don't, I will make them happen somehow.
Yes.
Do you plan to play Minecraft?
I get that question every other day. No, I don't, and I can't quite explain why. It doesn't appeal to me in the slightest, and I think I'd probably get bored with it quite quickly, if I'm honest. And it's one of those inevitable things that one day I probably will end up playing it. But I like to do what I want to do rather than what other people like me to do. So it's difficult. It's a difficult call to make.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so what is it that you find unattractive about Minecraft?
It just doesn't appeal to me at all. I think we've spent a lot of time in computing trying to... This is going to sound really sad and shallow, but we've spent a lot of time trying to get graphics done really well, and it feels like a step back for me. I know that the graphics are...
I agree completely.
But I just spend the whole thing desperately wanting to make it look like Skyrim, I suppose. And I think, once you've built something, and it just doesn't... I don't know, it just doesn't appeal to me in the same way as an Elder Scrolls game would do, for example.
Mm-hmm. I can see that.
Basically, it's not. We girls like our pretty. I'm gonna get us in trouble. It's not pretty. We want it to be pretty.
Oh, me with the same brush here, you.
So you leave me out of this.
So now, Jenny and Jessa, have you guys ever teamed up for any videos?
No, but I've just sent Jessa a message saying we probably should do something.
Yeah, I think you should. There's a synergy that happens when you get two YouTubers together that both of them benefit from it. Both of them get exposed to new subscribers and everything. And so, hopefully, both of you get a lot of subscribers from this. And in fact, Gameplay Jenny, what is your YouTube channel?
It is Gameplay Jenny.
Oh my! That should be easy.
Jenny.
Yeah. So,
I think it's gameplayjenny.com, right? Am I right?
I do have a website, but at the moment it doesn't have much more than the YouTube channel does.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, if one of you mods could post a link to Gameplay Jenny's, there you go. Panda Banana, you're awesome.
On it. Panda, by the way, is an awesome mod.
They're quick.
Yes.
Yeah.
In fact, Panda's been on the show before, and he also is a YouTuber. And so,
he's a cutie pie.
What's that?
He's a cutie pie. I told him so on his webcam. He was such a cutie pie. On your.
Yeah. Well. Okay. I have no comment on that.
I have no comment. See, this is the show, Jenny, where we make Marcus go, well, a lot.
It's hard to make me blush, but it's happened on this episode.
Yay!
lowering the tone for YouTube. You get it?
So, Jenny, do you now? Jessa showed us some of her skills with role playing and talking as a particular character. Jenny, do you also have characters like this?
Oh no, I am absolutely the opposite. I play completely as myself to the point of utter distraction. My videos have a lot of me getting very excited about finding food. And
Cabbages.
Sounds like Survivor. Yeah. So, and what? Why does your audience watch you?
That's a really good question. I wish I could answer that. I think it's the voice. I get messages on a daily basis about the voice. I think it's quite unusual to be a British woman. They are out there, but this, I don't know, without blowing my own trumpet, there's something about the way that I speak that seems to appeal to a lot of people. Not everybody. Some people think I'm a bit posh, but yeah, there's I think I'm just different. I think that's the long and the short of it. I don't try to do what other people do. I just do what I feel like.
Yeah, I get that as well. You know, growing up, I was told I should be on radio, and it just so happens that I landed here. Just kind of like Jessa said happened for her. And I get these weird comments from people sometimes saying, you know, your voice is so soothing, and I use it to fall asleep. I fall asleep listening to your videos, and I'm like...
Is that actually a compliment? Are you sure?
Well, okay. Good point. You know, I think so.
What has caused people to... The comments I've gotten on my voice is... Luckily, I haven't gotten any, you know, are you a 12-year-old boy because my voice is lower? And I've had people say, I'm really glad that you're not a female Let's Player with a really high, really squeaky voice.
Yeah, I don't know who they're talking about when they talk about that kind of person. Is it anybody particular?
So today, we're going to play Pokemon, and it's going to be, like, so much fun! Oh, this is going to be, like, super exciting! Okay, let's play, okay?
Oh my god, I need to get that excited. I can if you want.
But I did, my first negative comment was a guy asking me if I was a homosexual because of my voice. So that was my first welcome to YouTube. That was great.
Okay.
I was really pleased with that.
So now, Jessa, they
last you checked.
They asked that though. Was that because you don't actually appear on camera on your stuff, and so they don't know who's the person behind the gameplay?
I like to think that not appearing on camera would not lead someone to believe that I might be either A, a guy, or B, a homosexual. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying. But anyway. but I think it was because of my voice, and Mala's voice is actually higher than mine.
Yeah, I noticed that you change pitch.
I don't do it. I literally, I mean, if there's such a thing as channeling your Skyrim character, I channel her because I don't think about what she's going to say. And in fact, if you'll watch my first Skyrim episode, I mention in the episode that I'm just going to let Mala speak when she's ready to speak. So when we land in Windhelm on the ship, she gets off on the dock, and then the first words she said were, "How do I look?" And then as she got more comfortable, and her voice kind of went up a little bit as she got to be more, especially when Vilya came in. And so now her voice is a little bit, as you heard it, a little bit higher, you know.
Let me
That's
ask...
exactly it, though. Sorry, Marcus, go on.
Go ahead, Jenny. What do you got to say?
I was just saying that's exactly it, because Jessa, I can't remember how I came across your channel. I think that you started following me on Twitter or something, and I just dropped in.
I PM'd you, I think.
That's right, but it genuinely is like listening to somebody channeling another person. I find it fascinating. If I tried to do that, I would just end up talking as two different variations of myself, neither of which would be particularly good.
I think that what would be a great thing to do, Jenny, is because your style and my style are exactly opposite, is that you could come on, because what I've told Mala is that I'm not the only guardian angel out there. So when people leave messages for Mala, when I'm recording the next time, I will say, Mala, another guardian angel told me that we could do this, this, this to take down the Hag Raven. So let's try it. And she'll go, okay. So so Mala's basically thinks that to her, the people in our world are like angels, you know, in the sky, same as us. So they're invisible, and she kind of thinks, you know, she. The interesting question is whether if Mala could she get rid of me? I mean, would she try? Is she, you know, get sick of me and want to go on without me? And I think when Mala decides that she doesn't need her guardian angel anymore, the series will be over.
She'll have grown up.
She'll have grown up and said, I don't need you anymore. Stay out of my ear. Quit bugging me. I can handle Skyrim's life on my own.
So I have a question for both of you here. And I think you know, I'm getting the sense that both of you really get into your character and you know, really enjoy what you're doing. When you dream at night, do you dream that you are in the game as your character?
I have played The Sims 2. I know we're mostly talking about Skyrim, but this question is particularly interesting when it talks about The Sims 2. I have been playing for 8 years. I've been playing since release day, September 15th, 2004, and I remember that day specifically because I had to drive 2 hours to the local GameStop because we live in a very out-of-the-way area, and to get the game, and I snatched it off the shelves and ran home, drove home, you know, cackling with glee. And I've read a lot of Simmers talking about how they've played the game so much that they have dreams about being in their world. In The Sims 2, the Let's Play that we're doing, I have created a custom world called Akanthop Isle. And some of the people in the chat room will know what I'm talking about because they've helped me create it in the live simming sessions that we've done. But Akanthop is I've created everything in that world, and I can go in and visualize the world, but I can't say I've ever dreamed about The Sims or any game. I've never dreamed about being in any game. What about you, Ginny?
Yeah, I have Morrowind dreams.
Well, you have good taste, at least.
I do have Morrowind dreams, and it's always about finding some amazing piece of armor, and I get quite excited about it, which is weird, because when I'm playing the game, I wouldn't be excited about that at all. I'd be looking for a piece of cheese or something.
So, do you, like, wake up all excited and you know, I don't know, are you married? Is your husband go, what the hell's going on?
No, I'm not. Perhaps that's just as well. No, I'm not. But I'm always quite good at games. I've had Doom dreams as well, and they are very, very bad. If I'm going to have a good game dream, it'll be Morrowind. But if I'm going to have a bad one, it'll be Doom. You do not want to dream about Doom.
So Doom as in the game from ID?
Yeah, the original one as well. It's always the original one. I'm starting to wish I'd never played that.
Yeah, I remember I played that. I got very good at it. We used to do LAN parties at my computer store whenever that came out. And we had the police called a few times because we were too loud.
I once heard a fantastic story about somebody in a Doom death match where they'd taken the top off the computer because it was getting too hot, but had put a whole pot of tea next to it. And I think you can imagine, in a moment of excitement, what happened with the tea and the computer.
Yeah.
The tea won.
Yes, I could see that. Yes, we used to get quite excited. In fact, we would scream and yell at the top of our lungs. Even though we were in a business district, we had across the street was residential. And we would be playing loud music and killing each other and rubbing it in each other's faces. And yeah, the cops showed up a few times. It was interesting.
How did you explain what you were doing? Because back then, it wasn't particularly popular, was it?
No, it was not popular, but they knew what video games were. Now, if I tried to explain to my parents how I made a living after that, when I was like selling these virtual items in video games, it took a couple of years of explaining it to them before they got it. Jenny, do you do this as a job, or do you have a full-time job outside of what you do?
Oh, I have a full-time job, very much so. I'm absolutely nowhere near this being any kind of a job at all. In fact, in real life, I don't think anybody would ever believe I'm actually work for a parliamentary regulator. I work for government, and this is my life completely away from all of that.
Well, I can totally see that because you have all this creativity that's just bursting to get out.
Absolutely right. Like I'm running home going, I must play Skyrim, or whatever it happens to be.
We have two questions for Jenny.
Uh-oh.
Jenny, Jenny, were you a gamer, for many years before starting Let's Plays?
Yes, very much so. My dad worked in technology back in the 80s, and we always used to have he used to bring computers home, better computers than we had at home, and so I actually started on the old Archimedes. I played things like Zarch. I don't know whether anybody remembers that.
Wow.
Little spaceship kind of going around.
Yeah, that's you're going back old school.
Yeah, very much so. I think I'm probably giving away my age there.
School back there. I was also wondering, Jenny, have you had any particular trouble being a female Let's Player, or have you found that it has helped you get ahead? Someone said in the Let's Play forum on Reddit that the fact that I had breasts was gonna help me get ahead where the other guys weren't going to, and I haven't seen it help me at all.
No, I don't think it does. If anything, I would say I don't get a lot of abuse, but I would say I become the target of more abuse because I am female. I think some people, obviously I'm not tarring everybody with the same brush, I think there are young males out there who see women as targets, and I've been on the end of quite a lot of that. And I would point out, it isn't everybody, and I'm not saying that it is everybody by any stretch of the imagination, but there are definitely people who just go, oh, woman, and that's very, very frustrating. Very frustrating. I'm sure it probably has got me some views as well, but I don't ever show body parts, so that bit doesn't help me.
You're not willing to be desperate enough to sink low as I was with the booby cam?
No, they wouldn't be worth seeing, Jessa, frankly. So.
That's great. Oh.
So now, Jenny, did you say that you had done like Sims at all?
I do. I play the original Sims. I really enjoyed that, and I've just started SimCity 4.
Okay, and so SimCity 4. Now there's a new SimCity that comes out in March.
Yes, I do, and apparently it's going to be moddable. That sounds exciting.
Yeah, so I think that's going to.
Might do a 2-hour drive to the store for that one because I'm really looking for that one. I might be doing 65 to 70 over the mountain pass to get that one.
Yeah.
One, Jenny?
Say again, Jessa, sorry.
Are you going to Let's Play that one?
More than likely, yes.
Mm-hmm. I think I will be too, actually.
I need to see yours, Marcus. I really can't, because I have only seen your World of Tanks stuff, and I want to see you do something. I don't know if World of Tanks is creative, but I want to see you do something creative.
Yeah, we've talked about Lisa is my fiancée. She's a gamer as well.
Lisa?
Yes, hi, babe. She is hardcore with Minecraft and World of Warcraft and stuff, and we've talked about doing some sort of Let's Play on the Xbox 360 version where we can have 4 people on at once, and everybody's screen on there at the same time. She does beautiful architecture in the game and everything, building all kinds of things. But Jenny, like you said, there's like, oh, I've built that. What's the point? And that's how I feel about Minecraft as well. Is that I haven't gotten. There's no end game, or wait, there is end game, and you reach it very quickly.
Yeah, that's exactly my thoughts. And that could be a very close-minded way of looking at it. I don't know whether you've actually played it, because I have only messed about with the sort of older versions of it, and it just wasn't me at all. And I do find also, and I'm going to alienate a load of people here, that a lot of people who do play it seem to be completely obsessed with it and won't talk about anything else. And you think, well, if I did that with everything I liked, I'd get quite boring quite quickly. So there are so many people who do play it out there. You know, you can go out and you can watch them and come to me for something different when you've had enough, you know.
You know, speaking of content getting boring, you know, I just recently hit my 1000th video, and I've been on YouTube since 2007, and you know, so that is I'm in my 5th year on YouTube, which is really incredible. But you know, I was thinking to myself, who the hell? And what came up with this was somebody said to me that they sent me a message saying they just finished watching my very last one and they started with my very first video. And I'm like, who the hell has the time to do that?
People out there do.
Yeah, and then at that next point is, weren't you bored to tears after 100?
1,000 videos is a huge accomplishment. And also 30,000 subscribers is a huge accomplishment.
It is very much so.
Very impressive. And I wanted to ask you, Jenny, since Marcus is on cam and I'm on cam, have you ever considered doing a head cam, what do you call that, a face cam while Let's Playing, because that is a trend?
No, because I can't stand watching it myself. It drives me mad. I find it really distracting. My videos are very much being about you're experiencing what I'm experiencing right now. And so having my face in the top corner of that, Toby Turner does it, and I find it intensely distracting because I have a real mind for radio. I like people to imagine what my facial expression might be, and that sort of thing. Marcus, you're nodding. I think you know what I mean here. That it's just sometimes it's just funnier if you can't see it.
I do. I've watched Toby, and I've seen some of his expressions, and he exaggerates them. I exaggerate a lot of stuff on camera as well, but I totally get it when, you know, the fantasy, the imagination, the you know, less can be more. It can be more entertaining, more exciting with having less to work with.
Absolutely right. And I always use the example of a TV show that we have here called Goodness Gracious Me. We have a large Indian population in Britain, and a lot of these comedians got together to do initially a radio show about the cultural differences between England and the Middle East. And they transferred the entire first series of this to TV and did exactly the same scripts, but you could see them doing it. And it wasn't as funny. There's something about not being able to see people as they do things that's inherently amusing, and I don't want to break with that. And also, I'm not terribly keen on people looking at my face all the time, but that's not why I'm not doing it. It's because I just don't think it works terribly well.
Marcus and I went through two conversations where we talked about the pros and cons of me being on this show on a webcam. And I was saying no, 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 no until 10 minutes before the show started. And then I said, what the hell? Basically, what the hell? But I will say that I actually put on makeup just so that, you know. See, look at that. You see? Look at that collection there. You like that?
You're looking good.
I think maybe that's different, though. I think in an interview situation, I think that's fair enough. But when you're trying to play a game, and with you, I think it would probably work, Jessa, on the grounds that you could act as the guardian angel and be in the top corner of the screen, whereas with me, it's very much looking through my eyes, if that makes sense.
I thought it actually wouldn't work because Mala is really the star of that show, and I am just a secondary character. So, you know, it would be like, I really want to be looking at Mala. I mean, and plus, when you think about angels, angels are not visible things that we see. They're invisible voices in our heads. I mean, well, if you believe in that stuff. But, you know, when you pray, you're praying to God, and God doesn't show up on a face cam and go, I got you covered. I'll get that prayer taken care of. So that's why I shied away from doing face cam on that. And I don't think I'll do face cam. The one place I would do face cam is on the live streams, because it's really in the moment and the people are interacting right away, and it's extremely right now the interactions that are happening in my face. So yeah, and American Infidel in the chat mentioned that I had already asked, Marcus had already asked this question about webcams to you, Jenny, but I didn't think you had really talked about whether you would do it on a Let's Play. That's why I talked about it, asked it again.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Jenny, how would you feel about in an interview situation though, instead of your icon here?
I might do at some point.
He wants you to do an interview. He wants you
I'll be a
on.
massive disappointment though.
I'll be there.
Even if it's just to prove I'm not a bloke. Yeah, okay. Because I'm really not, and I'm not Sue Perkins. I'm not a man, and I'm not Sue Perkins, if I can prove those two things.
Yeah.
But if you do it, Jenny, your career might take off and you might end up on QI.
You never know. You never know. That's a point. I'd not thought of that.
By the way, has anyone ever told you that you sound very similar to Sarah Milliken? Do you know?
Really?
Yes.
Totally different geographical region. Yeah, weird.
It may be because I'm a stupid American and couldn't tell a different British accent if it came up and bit me on the ass. But, could be that.
I get told I'm a bit like Miranda Hart sometimes.
So let me ask some more questions here, and this can be for both of you. Did you start your channel because you wanted to share this stuff with other people, or did you start it in hopes that you would acquire fame and fortune?
Never the second one. Genuinely never the second one. All I wanted to do was to see whether I could do it, first and foremost, from a technical perspective, and secondly, to entertain people. The rest of it never crossed my mind and still is not my main motivation, not at all.
Mm-hmm.
My answer is, to be absolutely honest, I started this channel with the goal of being successful at doing something which I deeply loved. So for years I've been telling my husband that I wanted to find a way, if there was a way to be a professional simmer, I wanted to find out how to do that. I want my channel to grow to the point where it can bring in some income. I am not looking for fame though. From this, I don't want that because I don't want to get what comes with that. You get your stalkers, you get your weirdos, you get your
We've seen, Jessa, sorry to interrupt, we've seen even now what's happened tonight. Who on earth would want to be on the end of that?
What has happened tonight?
The comments going on in the chat room, that's the sort of thing you get.
Yeah, and I've seen some of the comments that before the mods can get to it, 2 seconds before they can get to it because they're fast. And I'm really surprised because I had a lot of, and you asked me about confidence, and I wanted to say something to the audience that I feel is really important. I think that gaming and storytelling and Let's Playing are very viable, important modes of communication. They're entertainment is what I'm trying to say. And there are a lot of people who are saying, I want to be a Let's Player, but I'm scared, or, I want to start a YouTube channel, but maybe nobody would watch, or they don't have confidence. And if I can do it, and if Jenny can do it, and if I can come on this show knowing, and I told Marcus this outright. I told him, I said, Marcus, I've been black my whole life. I know how.
I was like, how can that be?
I said, Marcus, I'm going to tell you straight. I'm African American, and the female thing, people are going to come at me. I can handle that, I believe. But when the N word starts coming out, because that's where you're going to go with the lowest common denominator, am I going to be able to stand that? So my husband is sitting right next to me. He stayed home from work today to support me because I knew I was going to be called names. I'm doing okay with it, partly because I can't really see it too much happening in the chat room. But if I can do this, you can do this. And we need other female Let's Players out there. We need other women representing the gaming community. And giving a positive spin to it and drowning out the bullshit and the noise. And not only that, not just women, but anyone who has a story to tell. I'm always looking for something new to watch on YouTube with gaming. And when I emailed Jenny, she was really kind and emailed me right back when I first started on YouTube, which was only 2 months ago. I started on 11/11, and Jenny said, so nice to get a message from a person who is, mature and can communicate and that kind of thing. So I want to tell you guys that Let's Playing can be done, and if I could inspire even one person in this chat room to start up a channel and bring their story out, I consider my job to be done. So no, I didn't start it for fame, but if I can start it for influence to help others tell a story, yes, that's what I did it for.
Yeah, I get a lot of messages from people saying, you inspired me to start my own channel, and I think that's probably the biggest compliment you can get.
Exactly.
Yeah, but then they'll also become your competition.
Well, that's true, but I think ultimately people are just going to watch what they want to watch, and if somebody else is that niche for them, fair enough.
I don't think you can compete with me and Mala because we're me and Mala. And
well, I guess I say that in reference to a lot of my history with doing like these video game sales that I've done and everything. I get it all the time. Hey, I want to do what you do. And I think to myself, the room's not big enough if everybody else wanted to do it. And so all you're going to do is dilute my market if I help you. I do think it's different on YouTube. I have never found myself feeling like I was in competition with other YouTubers because it's not like there is only, there's so much choice out there as it is. It doesn't matter whether or not someone likes me or not. I just do what I do and do it as best I can, and those that like, subscribe.
That's exactly it, yeah.
That is exactly it. And I also feel that new Let's Players are the people who are really in it and are going to make it, because there's going to be a lot of people starting out. New channels start out all the time and last 3 weeks, a month, 6 months, and they don't make it because they go, oh great, playing games for a living, I'm in for that. But there's a lot more to running a Let's Play channel than just playing the game. And so you have to be dedicated to that channel, and it ends up feeling sometimes like work. Not the actual playing of the game. Once the game starts and the recording starts, I'm in the game, I'm having fun. But there's a great deal of marketing that I'm doing. There's a great deal of the back-end stuff that you know about, Marcus, that we don't want to talk too much about to ruin the magic, but it's work. That takes some of the magic away. And so I'm not too worried about Let's Playing becoming oversaturated because it's hard work and people will try it out, but the ones who are good from the standpoint of being committed with their content, I don't view them as competition. I don't think it'll dilute it too badly. I think there's so much internet room for all of us because the internet is still a fairly young medium. And I'm old enough to remember life before it started, when they were, as you are too, with 8-tracks. When you wanted to listen to music, you took your 8-track. My daddy had a Pimp-mobile, and he had his 8-track player, and he would drive like this, all leaned over to the side. And be like, hey, yo, what's up? Yo.
Yeah, I mean, I started with an Acorn Electron, Marcos. Can you imagine? An Acorn Electron. All of this is like some sort of mirage to me.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is. I'm sure it's like this big.
My first computer, golly, was an 8086, which was really the first ones that they called like a personal computer, and it didn't have a hard drive. It had dual floppy drives.
Yep.
And they were like low density floppy drives. They were like 360K per floppy, but you could turn them over and get another 360. Or, no, wait, that was other ones where they'd be double sided, and then they were 720s, and they were super spectacular. But I remember, if you go way back in playing games, I remember that I used to play on this amber screen. And so the screen was this orange and black, and that was it. And when I got a color monitor and I hooked it up to this machine and I put in one of my games that happened to have 4 colors in it, it blew my mind.
And I remember us getting a Mode 7 board. That was state of the art. You could produce like teletext on that for any British people out there.
Reading a magazine article, I remember way back when the magazine was saying, "Do you want blazing 56K modem speed?"
I do remember being so excited when my modem could transmit my text faster than I could type it.
Oh yeah, those were good times. Good times.
Yeah,
a bunch of people who are over 30. I don't know how old you are, Jenny, but I'm in my 40s. And
no, I'm in my 30s.
Yeah, talking about the old days.
I do think
the thing is that before a certain point, it's just old, isn't it?
Old. I still remember my daddy driving the Pontiac.
I think that we are in a, so we may have had our golden age of computers, and now we're in our accelerated age of industrialism for computers, and it's going to really go to the next level in 10 years, that our computers will be inside our cell phones. You'll just have a little earbud that nobody sees that you'll be talking to, and it'll do translations for you on the fly and all that kind of stuff. It'll be all Star Trek.
A television show where they had video calls. It was it may have been a Star Trek episode or some sci-fi
or the Jetsons.
Episode. The Jetsons. And I thought, that's amazing. You pick up the phone and there's someone there and you can see them talking, and we're doing that right now. What we're doing right now, the fact that I can Let's Play or do a live stream and a bunch of people can come from all over the world and chat and talk right now live, that blows my mind. I was wondering, Marcus, if we can take a few more calls from some different listeners as well, too, before we end this.
Yeah. So, Jenny,
yes.
Do you have any parting words as we move on here?
I think they can only be, thank you very much.
Jenny, thank you very much.
Yeah, Jenny, you would be welcome on the show again anytime.
Oh, it's very kind of you, Marcus. Thank you.
So, and in fact, I will add you to my contacts here on Skype and be in touch. So
wonderful. Thank you both. Much appreciated.
Yeah. Okay, Jenny. Thank you very much.
Talk to you later.
Okay, so that was a lot of fun.
It was, and Gameplay Jenny is the first person I reached out to on YouTube, and she was very kind to me. And then her channel went from 1,000 viewers in a day because she got mentioned on Gopher's vids. But yeah, I'm glad that she joined us. She's awesome. She's awesome.
Yeah. So we are open for calls if someone would like to call in, and we shall see what we got here.
Somebody in the chat just said that I look a lot younger than the age that I had mentioned, and I want to say I love you. Thank you. I love you.
Okay, let's see here. We've got. Oh, you know what I did? Darn it.
Hey.
Okay, I'm hanging up on you. I'll be right back. Sorry. Call on hold. I accidentally. Darn it. Resume call.
Oh,
okay.
There you are.
Yes. I'm sorry. I did it again. I accidentally.
I was like, oh, did we have another crash? Because we've been doing so well.
Okay, so SimTask, please call back again. I forgot to add him to the conference. I accidentally switched calls. So, yeah, SimTask, let's try that again. And let's see here. Add to conference call. And, now what's happened here? Oh, there we go. This is all, this technology is so confusing.
I wish it were, it's because they went past 4 colors. Now that there's like 16 million colors, I'm just too confused.
So, SimTask, now I've had you on the show before, but unexpectedly, I think.
Yes, I ninja'd my way into your world of tanks a couple times.
Yes, you ended up on the opposing team once and actually killed me. And then the other time we were on the same team, I believe.
Yes, I do promise that I wasn't looking at the stream. I waited until I seen your name pop up from my teammate seeing you.
Oh, well, even if you were, I consider that was a lot of fun. So, so what is it you've got for your picture there?
That's actually on my second monitor. It's a I was reminded someone said about making a pixel art in Minecraft. I made one months ago.
Oh, that's great. That is really well done.
People asked me, did I use a program? Evidently, there is a program out there to do it. No, all I used was a PaintShop Pro 7, and I just turned it into an 8-bit pixel picture and then just copied it. But, yeah.
That's pretty interesting. So do you like climb up through his nose and then look at a window through his eyeball or something?
Well, now that I reloaded this creative map, I've been wanting to actually turn it into a 3D art, because I'm actually disgusted by pixel art because of how much is out there. I've got other YouTube videos that I've put up, and I've got probably 30 gigs worth of videos that I've never uploaded of just massive builds I've done on Minecraft. But I'm OCD and a perfectionist, so every time I look at these videos, I just can't get myself to upload them because I can see flaws in them.
Well, you know, if they're okay, you move forward with them.
Hello! Hi, SimTask.
Hello. You were talking about something being janky, I think was your microphone. As I showed you this is duct tape.
Thank you. I feel better now. I feel better with my duct tape little microphone thing. That's just it's embarrassing. And I am married to a musician who has a complete setup downstairs. Do I get any of that? Am I getting some of that? No.
Well, I do have.
I'll talk him into it though.
I do have a Bose headphones for a computer, but I just like these better. These $20 headphones just sound much better than the $200 pair I have put in a box somewhere behind me.
Really? Send them to me. I need some headphones.
Well, the Bose headphones, I have to agree, those Bose noise-canceling headphones are not meant for everyday use. They're meant for high quality while you're on a plane or in a noisy environment. But when you use them outside of that, then they just don't sound as good. Because I am an audiophile myself. I mean, I really, really like my audio. So, yeah.
Well, my wife uses them a lot, like plugging them into her cell phone, because call quality seems to be better coming out of those than it does just out of the cell phone itself.
Yeah.
But
yay for duct taped microphones.
Yes.
Did you have a question for me?
Actually, I had one earlier, but I forgot what it was. It was about your character on Skyrim. You was talking about like asking who does role playing. I've done LARP myself. I've done desktop Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like that. There's actually a new game that me and a bunch of friends and my wife has been playing that's called Munchkin, which is like Dungeons and Dragons, but instead of role playing out your character, you just get playable cards. It's for people that want to do Dungeons and Dragons type of gaming, but don't want to do the pen and paper part of it.
Oh, that's cool. I hadn't heard about that.
I can't remember the actor's name, but the kid that played Wesley on Star Trek.
Oh, yeah, he's on Big Bang Theory all the time now.
He was a big supporter of this game.
I have. I've interviewed him.
Oh, you have?
That's nice.
Yeah, he's on. Just look him up on my my YouTube. So I have him on.
Will Wheaton.
Will Wheaton. Yes, he's a real ham. He's a real geek. Yeah. So, yeah, I met him at PAX in Seattle. So he's there almost every year.
There's someone in chat talking about it now, that they love Munchkin.
Yes, they were saying. I was just about to tell you that Munchkin is popular in chat. Marcus, are you a role-playing, tabletop gamer at all in your past?
I have done some, not so much tabletop. I got in on some of the original role-playing games for the PC single player. I started with Ultima 4 back on an old XT computer, and they were all wireframe characters and everything. That's the one when I plugged in a color monitor that I was amazed that there was actually 4 different colors in the game. And that so that's my extent. I have lots of friends who have done pen and paper, but I have not done that myself. So I've never had enough friends around that wanted to do stuff like that.
Yeah, it's a great thing to do with a bunch of friends, game night, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know anyone in our small area here that does it. So
right. So yeah, that was always my deal. So Simtask, you got anything else on your mind?
Not really. I just wanted to ninja my way into another one of your streams.
Okay, success.
Wanted to say hi.
Woohoo! Okay.
Well, I was hoping that somebody would call in and really give me the old what for, so I could give them some of the quick, little smart, snarky answers I had made up in my ready to go. You guys aren't giving me any trouble. Come on, come on.
Okay, so
we've been taking care of it.
So bring it on. If you want to call in, give us a call. Thanks, Simtask. Nice having you on the show. And,
thank you, Simtask.
So, yeah, if anyone would like to call in and talk to Jessa or I, here we go. We got Waldy here, and add to conference call, and then... Okay, so Waldy, how are you doing? Are you
I'm
there?
doing fine.
Good, good. And
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, and it looks like you have video. It's trying.
I'll have to shut my live stream.
Oh yeah, so pause the live stream. There you go.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes. Hello.
So
how are you doing?
Good. Waldy,
Fine, thank you.
We tried once before, but tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm 18 years old, student from Finland, and I'm really into gaming. I can't say much more.
I love your accent. I love the way you sound. There's
Thank you.
another Let's Player on YouTube named Zmolf, who I've mentioned before, who's also from Finland, and he sounds similar.
Oh. Okay.
So,
I'd like to show you something before. I think you spoke
Munchkin.
about this, yes, before.
Yeah.
I have this box right next to me.
Mm-hmm.
So you should check that out. It's really entertaining.
Yeah. So, Waldy, what's on your mind?
Well, I have two questions. One for you, Marcus, and one for Jessa.
Okay.
So, Jessa, have you played on any online role-playing servers?
That's a great question, and the answer is no, and the reason why is very simple, in that I do not play well with others. I have my kindergarten my teacher told me that, and so I'm not really attracted to games where my vision is that. Well, that's not true. Actually, I did play for some time a text-based role-playing game called Castle Marrach, M-A-R-R-A-C-H. I would be very surprised if anyone has heard of it in the chat room. But anyway, and that kind of killed my desire for it. I did get on to another text-based game for one afternoon, one memorable afternoon, where I was picked up by two elves who attempted to have their way with me, and I logged off. So that's pretty much the extent of it. There is a game that I've been watching by J Squared Jeremy. I believe is his name. He's got a YouTube channel. Anyway, he's doing Star Trek Online. That looks pretty interesting.
Oh yeah.
And I also know the Guild Wars, is got a very good rating from Angry Joe. And so if I were gonna try, I would try those.
All right.
But Marcus is just taking off. Oh, he's letting the kitty in. Marcus is letting the kitty in. You guys can't see this on camera, but this is really funny. He's got a very annoying little kitty.
She wanted in.
I could hear it was cute. It's cute.
So, go ahead.
So anyway, yeah, I would like to do online role-playing because there's a lot of story that can be told between people, but I don't know how to get into a group that is mature and is not going to give me trouble in chat or try and take my elf into the woods and do naughty things to her.
Yeah.
If you have any suggestions of a game that I could play where I can find some good role players, let me know in the chat, please.
Well, I don't think that you can understand Finnish, so I can't really recommend anything. So this will have to do.
Oh, look at that! Oh my gosh, what is her name?
This is Iolo, and She is named after a character in Ultima that was named Iolo, who is a friend of the Avatar. So
she looks. Oh, and Kitty Butt.
Yep, she's gone.
The radio show is never complete without a bit of Kitty Butt there.
She doesn't like being on camera. She's shy. So Waldy, what kind of question do you have for me?
Yes, I would like to know if you are going to expand your game collection and do more Let's Play videos about games other than War C, Guild Wars 2 and World of Tanks, because in my opinion these games are getting a little old.
I'm being called out!
I would like to see something new.
Okay, so let me grab something off the shelf here.
He's got a point there. Look at that.
Okay, so I do have Star Trek Online, which I was thinking of. It's the collector's edition. I've got my own communicator badge, and in fact, I do have personal communication here with Scotty, and let's see what he has to say. Oh, what? Huh?
We're beaming up. Notify transporter room.
Oh yeah, we're beaming up. So
that would be so cool if you just disappeared. If you.
Oh yeah, end of the show. Sorry, everybody.
And we'd be sitting here going,
Okay, so I have thought about loading up Star Trek Online again. It's a monthly subscription game, but I purchased a lifetime subscription. I think I paid $160, maybe $180 or something like that for a lifetime subscription. And so I plan on loading this up sometime and playing some. And then I also I just found out about the new SimCity coming out just a couple of days ago, and so I do plan on buying SimCity, the next one coming out, and doing some Let's Plays with that. And I think that it would be really fun to do a program with like Jessa and Jenny, if they're both playing, and to talk about all of that. Oh, we got to show off kitties here. And so, yes, now that looks like a clothing nightmare.
Around here, it doesn't really matter. It's all, beach people.
Oh, yeah. So, anyway, let's see. There are some other games like Greedmonger that will be coming out in April, I think. And then I've got some other games. I've got quite a few games that I've done Kickstarter projects with that I plan on doing some stuff on those. The one that I'm most excited about is Castle Story from Serapod Studios. Oh. And it is just like Minecraft, except you control your minions like you did in like you do in Warcraft 3, the Warcraft series, where you tell your guys to go build, or they go mine, or they go gather resources and come back and build something. And in this case, it's very much like Minecraft. And so you can dig earth out, you can level areas, and then you can build castles, you can build siege weapons, you can build like TNT. You'll even have suicide bomber characters that will run a barrel of TNT up to your castle wall and blow themselves up, so that all the rest of your characters can come through and try and take over the castle. And so there'll be some online play with that, where you can play with your friends.
So it's some kind of real-time strategy game.
Yeah, it is. It is real-time strategy. There is also some distraction going on here.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
There is also, I understand, some sort of skill building with it. So it may have some role-play aspect or character development aspect to it. And they're a shop that just came out of the blue. So they just graduated from a university, and they just had this idea. They kind of built this thing together, and then they put it up on Kickstarter, and it got funded multiple times over what they were asking for. So I think the funding went over $1 million on it, and they were asking for like 130,000 or something like that.
Million.
So yeah. So it just looks really wonderful, and it's really fun. But there's competition, and so yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. And yes, there will be some other games, and then there's another one that's probably a couple of years out, Universe Projects, which is build your own life.
Whoa. Wait, back up. That sounds like my game.
So, Universe Projects, it's universeprojects.com, and you can go there and sign up. They have only a video there that really says, what if you could do this? What if? And then it says, at the very end, something like, we are building it, what if you joined us? And so it sounds incredibly amazing, but it's totally vaporware at this point. It
sounds like there was a famous video that was done by the creator of The Sims. Blanking out on his name. Help me out, you guys. What's the creator of the Sims name? Anyway, he did a video talking about the early stages of that game. Oh, I'm so sorry, you guys, my memory.
Spore?
Spore, thank you. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And it had him scrolling from the cell life stage all the way out to the universe stage.
Mm-hmm.
And when he scrolled out, it was so visually impressive that he got applause in that talk. And then what we actually got with Spore was nothing like what he had shown. But
Right.
ever since I have seen that, my ideal game would be a game where you can play The Sims, Spore, SimCity 4, and Universe, and you can choose which level, and the game goes, you can be on any level that you want. You can play from the people that love, because when I play SimCity 4, the problem that I have is I see the little Sims going around to their houses, and I want to play the Sim. I want to see what they're doing in their house. When they go in their house, I want to go in there with them and see if they're talking with their wife, or help decorate, or say, that couch does not go well there, don't do that. So, I've always wanted to be able to play at all the different levels. Or if I want to play as the queen of the world, then I can make it more of a strategy game and turn it into a political game. And the reason why I play video games is because we haven't invented a holodeck yet. The minute that we invent a holodeck, I'm going to have to say goodbye to my husband, my cats, and my family, because you will never see me again. Never see me again. I will just move in to the holodeck. And so I've always wanted to play, even though I'm here as a female gamer, I really don't consider myself in the true essence of it to be a gamer. I think I'm more of a storyteller, and the only tool that I have found that can allow me to tell the type of stories I want to in the way I want to is with video games. So when you said the universe, I thought, sign me up for that. If it's something where I can work on the huge macro, and then the ultimate game is where I could go from the macro, the universe, down to the micro, which is what this little sim is doing in their house, and switch back and forth. That game, you'd never see me again, basically.
Well, it sounds like an awesome Let's Play.
Yeah, I would be on that,
24/7.
24/7.
Yep. So, okay, Waldy. Hope we answered your questions. So, thank you very much for your call.
I have one more.
One more. Okay.
I would someday like to have as awesome bird as you have.
Oh. Okay.
You're nice.
And how old are you? You're 18?
18. Yes.
So okay. Here's my trick for beards, is that you never trim it all the way down. You always keep it trimmed out at a certain length, and your whiskers will help fill it in, the ones that grow slower. So
okay.
But not everybody can get a beard. Not everybody makes it all the way. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
take care.
Okay, take care. Thank you. Okay, well, that was fun. And we have more cats.
Yes, this is Luke, and the other one was Lila. And Luke he fetches Q-tips. If you throw a Q-tip, he will fetch it and bring it back.
Awesome.
And he's a darling.
So we're going to take another call here. I'm going to switch screens here real quick while I answer in here. And, okay, oops, I did it again. Darn it. Let's see, can I bring them together? Shoot. I can't. So, Omar, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. Okay, Jessa. Gee whiz. I really am getting tired of making that mistake. Omar, try calling back again. I don't know what it is, why I keep making that mistake, but I do.
Once you get something stuck in your head, it's hard to unstick it. I do that a lot.
Yeah.
Even though, because it's just automatic rote, basically.
Yeah. So, okay, let me...
Marcus, how are you holding up?
I'm doing pretty good. And, okay, let's see here. Okay, Omar.
Hello?
Welcome to the show.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can.
Oh, hello.
Hi, so how are you, Omar?
I'm good, how are you?
Good. So, from your picture there, is that a picture of you?
Yes.
And that is one interesting haircut and beard.
Yeah.
Do you play a lot of Portal? It's like you're looking through the portal.
Oh, I've played that game once.
So, Omar, do you have video or are you just audio only?
No video.
Okay. And so, Omar, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I've been in the game porn industry. My name is Active Duty Axel.
Mm-hmm.
I did that out of high school. And then I became a gamer, and I like to go on the subreddit, gamers.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great subreddit.
Yes, it is.
So, what's on your mind, Omar?
Nothing.
Nothing? You just wanted to call and say hi?
Yes.
Okay. Well, very nice. Thank you for your call.
Goodbye.
Love the hair.
Take care.
Love
Yeah.
it. I might get something done like that myself.
Okay. Yeah. We'll on to the next caller. Okay. Let me see here. And hello, Quentin.
Hi, how's it going?
Good. You're on the air.
Nice.
So, Quentin,
can you beat the haircut that we just had? Because that's
I don't think I can. That was pretty original.
yeah, that was very, very nice looking. Not very nice.
So Quentin, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I guess my name's Quentin. I'm a gamer too. I like to play League of Legends. I used to play RuneScape, World of Warcraft, all those kind of stuff.
And so what's on your mind?
I don't know. I guess I was wondering about those swords you're supposed to be giving out.
Yeah. So the swords happen at 40,000 and 42,500 subscribers. So we got a little ways to go.
Ooh, all right.
And originally, when I designed this contest for subscribers to be given them out, I was gaining about 2,500 subscribers a month. And so I knew that it would take so long to get to there. And then YouTube started doing this massive delete of inactive accounts and everything, and they really deleted about 10,000 of my subscribers over probably about a 6-month period. And so now they finished with that, and they finished with that probably about 3 weeks ago. And so in the last month, I'm up, I think, 1,300 subscribers. And so I expect that we will start giving away more prizes again. We just did a prize drawing for the Lord of the Rings autographed poster.
Ooh.
And my goodness, that is an ugly picture you just put up there. and so we will have more drawings here soon. So
that's pretty sweet.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Quentin, if that's all that's on your mind, thank you for your call.
Whoa! That is some picture.
Yeah, that is pretty ugly there.
Wow, I dated a guy like that. Yeah, that didn't go well.
Yeah, yeah. So
my mom, for some reason, my mom totally didn't like him.
Wonder why?
I think it was because he was white. That's why.
Hmm.
Had nothing to do with those chins.
Yeah. Okay. So, Tyler, welcome. Welcome.
Okay. So,
go ahead and turn off the stream audio.
Yeah.
So Tyler, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, first off, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Well, okay. Well, I'm 13, living in Michigan, and first off, I have a little story to tell you. I first started off playing World of Warcraft, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But the first week I got this message from somebody that looked like a Blizzard employee, and I was in a guild that my friend just made that day, and he got the same message. It said to go verify our email and password. So I go on there, go verify it, all good. Next morning, I get a call at 5 o'clock. Okay, I'm sleeping, and he's like, "Why are you playing as a priest?" And I'm not playing as a priest. I'm sleeping. So there's somebody playing on my account at 5 in the morning. I'm freaking out. I jump out of my bed, log on World of Warcraft, and I couldn't. And I try and go on my email, can't, because it happened to be that I have a ton of passwords, and I had the same password for my email, and I had the same password for World of Warcraft. So he got both of those, and I was like, I was so mad, and I ended up solving the issue, and Blizzard, I've been watching a lot of your your videos lately about the online, what you've done and everything like that. And that was that information is really helpful, and Blizzard's just really good with that. I mean, they're kind. It's kind of like when I had something with Steam, an issue. Steam and Blizzard are really good with
customer support.
Yeah.
So that social engineering stuff that happens to a lot of people, unfortunately. So people are much better about it these days, though. So did you have any questions for us or anything, Tyler?
I had one. Wow, it totally just left my mind.
Yeah,
I know how you
happens.
I know. This is the first time I've ever even talked to somebody on a live stream. I mean,
yeah. Well, after the first time, it's nerve-wracking. After that, it gets to be easier. So.
Oh yeah, I'm shaking right now, man.
Well, you're doing okay. So.
Yep.
Okay, well, thanks for the story, Tyler. And
thank you, Tyler.
In a future episode, you can give me a call back and write down your question. That way, it will
be remembered.
Yep. So, okay, thank you for that. Okay.
What the?
So,
Oh, are you getting more than usual today, Marcus, or is this a normal day for you in the office?
It depends. So,
I'm really sorry. I seem to be a troll magnet.
Yeah, well, that happens. So, let's see here. How do I... let me. Yeah, I have to be really careful of that stuff. So it just it's the I don't know what you say it happens.
Smoke faggots!
Okay, so
the trolls are out to play tonight.
yes, and so yeah, and I'm not sure here how to deal with this. This is okay. This is a good end of the show.
Okay.
So Jessa, it's been really fun having you here, and so it oh yeah, okay. So I'm oh my goodness. Okay.
I can't believe that no one else in the chat room got on a call besides Jenny and said hello and asked me any questions.
Yeah. So okay.
I thought for sure somebody would ask me about Let's Playing or something.
Okay. I got to hang up on this. So you're just gonna have to hear the rest online. So let's see here. Okay. So obviously there's an issue, and I'm sorry, Jessa, but I was getting call bombed. And there's no way to keep talking to you at the same time as all of the other people. And so I will figure out next show how to keep that from happening, because I know how that was done. And so Jessa, thank you very much for being on the show. I really, really enjoyed it. And I think that you should be on the show again. In fact, you know, let me just float this idea. If Jenny is still listening, you know, if we're the three of us going to be in playing SimCity, the new one that comes out, maybe we should have a weekly show or something like that where we, you know, get in the game and do some gameplay, or just talk about it, or something like that, which I think would be a lot of fun. So. Okay, thank you everybody for coming to the show today. We had a lot of technical difficulties at the beginning of the show, and I apologize for that. Don't know what was going on, but I will seek to keep that from happening in the future. And I look forward to our next show. And in fact, next week, for those of you who are all still here, next week we'll have a guest on the show, Yeti Nation. And then Yeti Nation is WarZ. He's a live streamer. He has a lot of followers. He does pretty good on the game. He also plays some other games as well. And so we'll have him on the show as a guest. And then Bodil, we got to figure out how to get you back on, and we will try that again. And we should do that. So, okay, thanks everybody. I'm Markee Dragon. Take care.
My head is filled with empty thoughts. I'm lost in the midnight city. Been chasing dreams this place has brought. Looking for something to give me the answers that I chase. I'm looking for something out there. Is there a reason I'm in this place? I'm up in the air. Is there a reason I'm in this?